Welcome, one and all. It is Spill It. It's me. It's Marcus. It's me. Welcome to my little show called Spill It. Spill It is a show that I get to speak to inspirational people and share inspirational stories to connect people together, inspire others, and we all should be learning something new. Every day is a school day. I like to think that I know absolutely everything. I definitely don't. Disclaimer, I definitely don't. But I like to think I know everything. And I know that I'm wrong sometimes, and I want to learn something new, and I'm sure that you guys want to learn something new as well. And this episode is no different because this is episode 48. Episode 48 all over again, because we have got the band all over again, waiting in the wings, waiting nice and patiently to come out, and they are due at 7:10. So make sure that you have stayed, let me start that again. So make sure that you stay tuned until 7:10, because that's when they will be coming out and answering all of your questions live on air. Make sure as well that you like, you share, and you comment. If you're watching this right now, you're watching this live, make sure you drop a like. There are plenty of people watching now. Drop a like. Let me know who you are as well. Drop a comment. Let's say hi. This is me saying hi, by the way. I don't know why I'm doing this. This is me saying hi. Say hi. Don't forget as well to share. It is super, super important that you share, because it means that people come into the Spill It community. They become, as I like to call them, teacups. If you haven't checked out our other episodes yet, you can do by heading over to the brand new Spill It website at www.spillit.uk, where you'll be able to see all the upcoming episodes, be able to connect with all of the guests that I have, and also look at all of the episodes that I have done in the past, including the ones on season 1. Evening, Marcus, says Stephen Wilson. Evening. Deborah Cade is watching from Arizona. Hello, Deborah Cade. Chloe, hi. I'm waving hi back. Hi, Chloe. That's me waving back at you, Chloe, too. Thank you so much. Keep those comments rolling through. I get to interact with them, and obviously the guys who are waiting backstage get to interact with them too. So make sure that you flood the comment section with your comments. Do it. Do it. And don't forget, obviously, to hit the share button. Okay, let's talk announcements. I have got a couple of announcements this week. Ready for you guys? Are you ready for the first one? Because I am. Happy Pride Month. That's right. It is Pride Month. The 1st of June to the end of June is Pride. But obviously, Pride doesn't stop there. Pride continues, obviously. You know, it doesn't just stop because it's the end of June. It continues throughout. But yeah, it is Pride Month. So what does Pride Month mean to you? It means a lot to me. It means a lot to other people. And it's about the education side of things. It's about not only just being proud of who you are, but it's obviously remembering where we came from and which direction we're going into now, and also helping our brothers and sisters who are living in places that make them vulnerable, let's say, or brought up in situations that are make them vulnerable, brought up in unwanted homes and things like that. So yeah, it is Pride Month, and there's going to be a lot of stuff that I'll be doing this month with regards to Pride. So every single day this month, I'm going to be doing a little fun fact about Pride for you. I started today, so I put up a post today regarding the original Pride flag. That was cool, nice and educational for you. And so for the rest of this week, we're going to be talking about Pride flags, different Pride flags as well. So you've got obviously the original one that was posted today. You've got the gay Pride flag, lesbian Pride flag, trans Pride flag. You've got all the different flags that I'll be posting out, and the meaning behind them, when they started, a little bit of history on them, etc. But yeah, what does Pride mean to you? One of the things that I'll also be doing as well is through this month, I will be compiling a video together. So I'm going to be interviewing lots of different people who identify as part of the LGBTQIA+ community, and putting a video together, like a full hour special, if you will, where I'm going to be speaking to organisers from Manchester Pride. I'm going to be speaking to people from all over the country who obviously identify within the community, and also allies, and making an educational video that can obviously be put out at the end of this month to continue the Pride education further as well. So if you're wanting to be part of that, then let me know, and you can jump on the bandwagon. You can be part of this video with me and be part of this journey, because I think it's going to be really cool anyway. So yeah, do that for me. Yes, do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. And also, as another announcement, I would like to say a massive, massive thank you to these amazing little heroes here. We have Wes, Dane, Kyle, and Bryn. So that's Wes Thompson, Kyle, and Dane Evans, and Bryn Catherwood, who climbed the Three Peaks Challenge. They did the Three Peaks Challenge within 24 hours. Over on Saturday, going into Sunday. They started at 5 p.m. on Saturday evening, and they continued and completed it. So the fastest time that they completed it, so it was Kyle Evans, who did it in 21 hours and did all three peaks within 21 hours, which is an absolutely phenomenal effort. All for raising money for Kids for Kids, which is a theatre group based in Preston who raise money for local children within the area. And these lads completed it and raised over £1,250. A massive, massive well done to those. And also, as Linda has quite rightly said in the comments there, I'm sorry, Linda, I was getting to it. You've got to give me a chance. A massive thank you as well to Kathy Thompson Evans, who drove all the way as well. So she drove all the way up to Scotland and then down to England and then down to Wales and then drove them back again as well. Only one driver. Normally when you do the Three Peaks Challenge, you'll have multiple drivers who'll obviously help out. But there was just Kathy. So a massive thank you to Kathy as well. So yeah, if you want to know more about their story, you can head over to the Kids for Kids website at www.kidsforkids.co, not .co.uk, just kidsforkids.co, and you can look at their story and find out what Kids for Kids is all about and what they're raising money for this time and all of that jazz. And finally, my final announcement for you guys this week, before we bring out our guests of honor, voting closes on Friday. That's right. I have been nominated for National Diversity Awards for the Positive Role Model of 2021 in the LGBT category. This is backed by ITV News as well. And if I win, it means that you guys love me. No, to win this would be absolutely amazing. And so yeah, I've been nominated for this award. They are now gathering votes for this award. Voting closes on the 4th of June. If you are wanting to vote for me, then all you have to do is head over to the website. You can head over to the Spill It website, www.spillit.uk. And on the main landing page on there, you will see that I've been nominated for the award, what the award is all about, etc. And there is a link where you can directly vote for me. Voting closes on Friday. If you think that I have helped you in any way during 2020 and 2021, then head over to that link and vote for me. All you have to do is just drop a little comment and just say, "Hi, you've helped me because of blah, 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 blah." And then your vote will get counted. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you to absolutely everybody who has voted so far. To be just even considered for this award is phenomenal. But to win it, I promise you, to be fair, not even just to win it, if I get shortlisted, so the voting closes on Friday and we'll be contacted and let known if we are going to be shortlisted by the end of June. If I get shortlisted, you guys who know me, you know that I bought a crown. I bought like a silver crown, and I promised people that if I get shortlisted, I will wear that crown at the actual event on the 4th of February in 2022. And when I win, I'm going to say when I win, I'm going to go up on that stage with ITV News recording everything, wearing my crown and going, yes. So yes, if you have not voted yet, please make sure that you have voted. Time is running out. We have only got 2 days left. Stephen has commented, "I'm currently walking on the Wainwright walks when I can. I've done 4 of the 214 walks." I didn't even know that was a thing, Stephen. You're going to have to let me know, and we'll talk about that. That's a really good effort that you're doing as well. So you've done 4 of the 214. That's crazy. I didn't even know what the Wainwright walks are. But if you let me know, we'll definitely do a special for you, and we'll obviously get people to do a little bit of a donation for you as well, Stephen. So well done. Okay, well, it is that time We are at 10 past 9. 10 past 9, I was about to say. No, it's not. The show's over, guys. Go home. 10 past 7. That means that they are waiting very, very patiently. So can we flood the comments with emojis, with your clapping emojis, with your favorite emojis, with stars, with everything? Because they are here. They are ready to come out. It is... Drum roll, please. It is all over again. Here we are. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Warm.
Really warm.
Very hot.
Warm. We are warm. Well, it's so nice to see you all once again. Now, obviously, last time that you were on the show, I was in the backstage area. I didn't really get a chance to see you on air, which was crazy because it was like, I want to speak to them live on air and I can't. But yeah, and here you are. You're back again. You're back again. And now, obviously, with the well apt title of this episode, all over again. So here you are again. Are you ready to play a little game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so much delay with these. Like, are you ready to play a game?
Yeah.
Well, here we are. We are going to play it whether you like it or not. It is the 5-second rule.
All right.
That's right. It is the 5-second rule. This is a game that I play with all of my guests. And it is a game that I will basically say, you guys need to name name 3 somethings in 5 seconds.
Oh,
Okay.
No.
So it might be something like, name 3 smells that make you gag, for example. And you've got 5 seconds to name those 3 somethings. It is as easy as that. Are you ready to play?
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
Sure.
I suppose so.
Now,
This is when I
normally,
forget every word in the English language.
Yep.
now, normally what happens is that I will play 3 rounds of this with people. Now, because there's obviously 4 of you, what we're going to do is that we're going to play it once with each person. Okay. Now, please remember as well that this show, as Linda has quite rightly said in the comments right there, it doesn't have to be clean.
Right.
I think, to be fair, I think Linda lives for like the rude or the comments, the answers that are like, oh my god, tongue in cheek, whatever. So yeah, you don't have to keep it clean. You know, just say the first thing that comes to the top of your head. Don't think professionally.
Oh, no.
Okay, we're going to start alphabetically. So we're going to start with Alex.
Oh, Jesus. All right.
This is how we get
Okay.
cancelled.
God.
This is it.
There we go. Okay.
Okay, Alex, name 3 things you do when no one's looking.
Sleep. Sleep.
Nice.
That's I'm going to count that as 1 thing repeated 3 times.
Yeah, I just
So-
words
all day.
like mad.
That was same, Alex. That was at least 8.
Yeah.
Come on.
yeah, well,
I'm sure.
I think Ash got 1 because Ash's face was like straight away, and I was like, Ash has thought of 1.
I want to see it live though.
We've had it. I know what you're thinking. We've had it live.
Oh my god.
It was father and son,
Oh, no.
and,
Oh my
and
God.
father said it in front of son. It was hilarious.
Fantastic.
I think most of our parents are watching as well, so we're trying to behave.
That's it.
Okay, well, we're going to move on to Ash.
Okay, hit me.
Ash, name 3 things you find in your bedside table.
Dice pouch, water bottle, phone.
Well done. 3 things. Congratulations. You are currently winning. Well done.
I do actually have a dice pouch.
Okay, next we have Grace. Grace, are you all right for this?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I'll keep it easy. Don't worry. Right. Okay. Name. If I will go with the first one, name 3 smells that make you gag.
Feet, Snacker Jacks, and vinegar.
Ooh, you just got that last one. I'll let you have that one. Snacker Jacks.
Yeah, I know that's really specific, but genuinely, the smell of I think it's the salt and vinegar ones, fully make me gag. I don't know why.
I didn't
It's
know
not
this.
the
We had this
same.
conversation yesterday as well.
Yeah, it's not the same with crisps or anything like that. It is specifically Snacker Jacks.
That is
that
hilarious.
That smell has killed me off since I was a kid.
It's such a shame. It's so nice as well.
I hate it.
Chloe
Cannot
dropped a comment
stand it.
saying that she agrees as well. So Chloe agrees.
Cannot stand it at all.
Yeah, Chloe hates the smell of them too. Okay, Sam, are you ready for yours?
Oh, I don't know. We'll see, won't we?
Name 3 famous bald people.
Oh, I don't know any bald people.
You got 0. Well done.
Yes. There you go, Alex.
Congratulations.
I saved you from the embarrassment. Don't worry, I can take you for the team.
Awesome.
Well done.
The only
mate.
name coming
Nice
to my
one.
head was Kristen Stewart, and I'm like, no. It's not bald.
Maybe one day.
I had Ross Kemp jump in my head.
Patrick Stewart, that's what I was thinking of the whole time. There.
Well done, guys. Well done. Ash and Grace, your prize will be in the post. So congratulations. Disclaimer, you don't get a prize. I'm just saying it.
I like this.
Well done. And that was the 5-second rule. Well done. Chloe's answer to bald people, she thought of Voldemort.
Brilliant.
Oh, fantastic.
I would have disqualified you, Chloe. It's not a correct person.
I was
It's a
going to say,
fictional
does that
character.
count? 'Cause fictional, yeah.
Right, okay, let's move on then. So, welcome back. It's so nice to see you all.
Yeah, and you?
And I want to ask you one simple question. Who are all over again? In fact, I tell you what we're going to do is, for those people who may be watching who missed you last time, because obviously this isn't the first time that you've been on this show, for those people who missed you last time, let's start with individuals. Let's go individually and then who you are as a collection.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll go first. So hi, I am Grace. I joined the band last, actually, out of everyone. I've just been a musician since I was a kid, and this is like my dream. This is my absolute little dream. And that's me, really.
Nice.
Right, I'll go next then. Hey up, guys. I'm Alex. I'm the bass player. The most important one. Don't tell the rest. Yeah,
We know it.
I was the one before Grace to join. So I've been in the band for what, 3 years? Must be 3 years in August, I think. Coming up.
Yeah, nearly, yeah.
Yeah, I've been playing for about 10 years, and for them 10 years, all I've ever wanted to do was be in a band, get really famous, get really rich, drink loads of booze, and party. So that's me.
You've done one of those things. It's being a band.
Yeah, being in a band. Yeah. That's what I was thinking about as well.
Alrighty. I'm Ash. I play guitar, and after like enough days of sitting in my room, having no friends, I have a few.
That was so profound. I love it.
You'll make it, kids.
Brilliant.
What did you get out of this band experience? Friendship.
You're gonna have to say that again. Like at the end, I'm gonna get that printed on a t-shirt. Just think that's hilarious. That's made my night, guys. We end the show there. That's it. Done. Nothing could top that now. That's it.
Brilliant.
I can't think of it now. How do I introduce myself?
Well, you can't now.
I can't. It's not doable. I'm Sam and I play drums, and I'm Ashton's friend.
Oh, God, that's amazing. That was amazing.
Oh.
Okay, Sam, over to you. Who are you?
Well, yeah, I'm Sam and I'm Ashton's friend. Me and Ashton have been in the band since the start. Which is what, 5-6 years?
So long. I don't count last year.
Yeah, no idea. No, a lot of years now. Too long, too many years. And we met through our previous band. And yeah, I've been mates since. Like, genuinely, like, I don't think I've got like a better mate than Ashton. Ha! Beat you.
Well, I mean, technically you did. You was riding his coattails, weren't you? So let's be honest.
Look, I couldn't even think of bold people. Do you think I can think about myself? No. I've been bullied as well in the comments. Just all these people like this person, this person, this person.
Yeah, there's loads going. You've got Wendy Lee who said Yul Brunner. You've got Linda who said Kojak, Wendy Lee, the Mitchell brothers, Kaylee, Pitbull. I mean, you know, people are like well all over them bold people. You can think of one. Or you thought of one person who wasn't bold.
I had a person in mind that was bold, but I forgot their name.
Like bold in personality.
Liam liked Ash's answer as well, saying top answer. There you go. And Stephen has asked Alex, what are the parties like?
The parties. Yeah.
There's a lot of parties like.
Yeah. one man parties. Start drinking whiskey on my own. Pretty cool.
No, sometimes we sit in a video call. Sometimes we sit in a video call.
Yeah, we do sometimes. Not all the time, just sometimes.
So tell people who are at home a little bit about the band, where you're from, how long you've been together for, etc.
Oh, man.
We never want to take it.
Yeah, I'll go for it. I didn't have much to say about myself, but I can talk about the band. So we're called all over again. We're based. Well, most of us are like Derby, Nottinghamshire area. Me and Grace currently living in Nottingham, and the other two are in Derby. Nottingham has the better music scene, so we'll go with that one. And we've been. Well, me and Ash have been doing this band as a project for like 5-6 years now. Started off relatively like heavy, and now we're just pop. No, we're not, but it's pretty close.
We'll get there.
Yeah, I mean, really, we have just been making the music we want to make and listen, you know, the stuff we're inspired by, and just been like, yeah, let's make that again. And so that's pretty much us.
Yeah. So who would you count as your inspirations?
The amount of times we've been asked this question, and I still can't give anyone a straight answer.
We have so many, because we've all got like favourites, and we all draw inspiration from similar people and then like absolute opposites. So my favourite bands can range from like alternative kind of stuff like Yumi at Six and Machine Gun Kelly and things like that, and then opposite end of the spectrum is like Fleetwood Mac, Rolling Stones, The Who, and all that kind of stuff. And the boys all have their own like opposite ends of the spectrum kind of stuff. So we all kind of draw inspiration from each other and each other's influences, and then make it so that we all enjoy what we create.
For me, it's just video game soundtracks.
And then there's Ash.
There we go.
What is your favorite video game soundtrack then?
Final Fantasy IX. Just no question.
He's on it.
He's favorite game. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
To be fair, that does actually have a really banging soundtrack.
Like I'm torn between like, to be fair, there's a lot of different Final Fantasies, but Final Fantasy IX specifically has an amazing soundtrack. But I absolutely love the soundtrack as well. Obviously, Kingdom Hearts for me. Kingdom Hearts is my favorite game of all time. So for me, it's like up there.
number 2, I think, is my favorite in terms of like Kingdom Hearts games. It's solid all the way around.
Yeah.
And yeah, if it's got a good soundtrack, I'll love the game.
Generally, like a soundtrack can make a game, can't it? Genuinely, like full on.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, 100%. If you've got, you could have like the best game in the world, and if for example, it's like the worst soundtrack, you don't want to play it because it's so annoying.
Sounds bad.
Yeah, definitely. A or A game soundtrack when?
You tell me, Liam.
Yeah, you tell us, Mr. Game Developer.
So, as I said before, this is obviously not your first time being on this show. You guys were on just before Christmas, or was no? It was earlier this year. Sorry, so it was earlier this year, and you were talking about obviously your whole story. So we're not going to go through all of your story again because for those who want to know all the story, head over to the Spill It podcast where you can listen to it. And you can find the information on that at www.spillit.uk. But we're not going to go through all of the story again. What we were going to do is we're going to talk about what's happened more recently, because just before we said goodbye to you last time, you mentioned about your EP that was going to be released. Did that happen? What happened?
It happened.
Yes, it happened. It happened.
Congratulations. What's the EP called?
It's called What's Left for Us.
What's
with
left
a
for us?
question mark.
With a question mark.
With a question mark.
The question mark.
That was a heated topic.
That was heavily deliberated.
Question mark.
Oh, okay.
It was
Right, there's a story here. We need to know the story. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh man.
Well, it was kind of like, because the EP is almost split into two kind of themes. So there's 2 that are about like friendship and building new relationships and stuff like that, and then there's the other 2 which are kind of a bit like screw you kind of songs. So we kind of wanted it to be of like either what's left for us in the question of so Breathe Me In is about like kind of not jumping into a relationship but the start of a relationship kind of thing, and questioning whether or not it's going to go on and how that's going to like blossom kind of thing. So we didn't know whether or not to play on that kind of theme and go like what's left for us with question mark, or to go with so Dangerous is a song about like friendship and all of us kind of just being like we're badass. And we're badass together. So it was going to be like, this is what's left for us, this is what we're doing. And we were like for a while, and then our graphic designer, who is the lovely Kaylee in the comments, went pro question mark and we were like, okay. And that's pretty much how that went.
I love it.
It was like a solid 2 days of just like animosity where we would like 50-50 split, where it was like 2 of us were like, yeah, the question mark makes sense. And the other's like, no, it needs to be a statement.
Yeah. A statement or a question. I couldn't believe we were stuck on that as well.
Yeah. We were so stuck on it. And then at the end we were like,
Pro question.
We had like that week before we were first booked in to like talk about the design for the artwork and stuff with Kaylee. And she was like, right, what's the name? And we're like, oh guys, we haven't got a name yet. Shit, we haven't got a name yet.
We just had a list of things and we were all like, There
was so many ones. It's really hard to pick a name for like a group of songs. When you put out a single, it's like, oh, just the song name, easy. But like a group, that's really hard. Like there's so many of like there's a couple that was like, that's really good, but it's too good for this. Like we need to like leave that for later. Like that's like that. So we definitely got some like not to spoil us like new stuff or anything, but like there's definitely like future projects already with names and like themes and stuff. Like,
you got
yeah.
Well, that nicely moves me. It's a nice little segue to talk about how things have changed for you and what the future looks like as well. So let's start with how things have changed. So prior to you being on the show last time, we were talking about the fact that it was so difficult for you to get together because of lockdowns and restrictions and things like that. And I'm just wondering, has that changed at all? Have you been able to meet up and get together and actually do things together now?
We've done like a couple of things. Like we can't meet each other that often, but at least I know Alex is at work a lot. But me, Grace, and Sam usually meet up every like week or so, get some stuff like sorted out because we need to do everything we can while like things are rolling for us, and we're focusing more on working hard. Like, I mean, ever since Grace joined the band, that's how it's been. Like, we got an EP out, and like we're just kind of like building things up, ready to be released for people.
Are you saying that because is Grace, like, is she a pusher? Is she pushing you all? Is she like, you do this now?
Grace is kind of like that, but in the best way.
Well, we're all very like, we know what we want and we know what we want to achieve, and like I think we all have the motivation within us. It's just like sometimes we'll either fall flat, or like there'll just be a roadblock that we just can't really get through. And Grace is very much like, no, we're gonna do it. It'll be fine. Like, she'll just sort of give you that kick up the arse to be like, you'll be fine. It'll be fine. I would not be like nearly graduating university if Grace wasn't there being like, don't worry, you'll be fine. I can do it. So can you.
Exactly. Like, you gotta be there this time. We're gonna do it. It's happening.
Yeah. It's just, I think it's just like
we needed
the motivation that a lot of us needed to like just make the gears turn that little bit more, you know.
That's good, and I'm assuming that's heightened now that obviously restrictions have been kind of loosened. I mean, we're not fully there yet, but I'm assuming that's a lot more now, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, we're in quite a privileged position because me and Grace are at university together doing music, so because it's classed as education, we're allowed to spend time in, recording studios and practice spaces, and the other two are allowed to come in because they've got, a set of rules we have to follow. We have to all do our COVID tests and all that. It's like crazy over the top, but it's needed. I get this, but through that we've been able to practice together. We've been able to sit in studios, record some new material maybe, and we've played a few like live stream shows. We did a live stream show a couple of weeks ago. We recorded one last week that will be coming out in the near future. Not playing the whole EP or anything. It looked really good. I mean, people have probably seen little bits here and there on our Instagram, and if they're like friends of the band, like on a like a personal level, they'll know because we're really excited about it. We can't wait. We can't wait to see it, and then we can't wait for anyone else to see it because we played it, so we don't know what it looks like either yet. So with regards to how things have changed, obviously since last time, we have had the news that hopefully from June the 21st, things will be lifted completely. There'll be no social distancing. And I'm wondering, are there any plans already put in place? Because obviously the new EP and all that, well, have you put any plans in place for gigs? Has anybody approached you wanting to put you on the stage again? Just talking about gigs in general.
We're definitely looking into it at the minute. I mean, we've been getting in touch with loads of places all across, like Derby, Nottingham, even a place in Leicester. So we're sort of putting the feelers out and seeing what we can get, and we've got to hear back and pray that the restrictions do end on the 21st, so we can just get out there and get going. Because I think I speak for all of us. We say we're getting like we're itching to just get out there and play for actual human beings rather than cameras and that sort of thing. So we've just got to wait and see what happens, see if they get back to us, and keep trying. Just keep going as much as we can.
If they don't get back to us, it's their loss because
definitely
we are absolutely amazing.
Too right, mate.
Speaking of performing in front of a camera, Wendy Lee is coming to saying the live stream was awesome, and I'm wondering if you'd be able to give me some inside info on what it was like actually doing a live stream performance. What was that like?
Strange.
Yeah,
really weird.
And
really stressful as well. Really stressful.
Well, God, yeah.
It was
because. Oh, go on.
It was like a long day of like planning stuff, like was it the film student team?
Yeah, so it was through the university that me and Grace are at.
Yeah.
That hosted it for us. So
it was like a whole day of like making sure everything was good. They did a brilliant job. Like, and then when it came round to it, we were like, oh, it's time. Like,
Yeah.
play a song and then wait until like it comes back around to us and play another song.
Yeah.
It was very strange.
It was scary because at one point during the day, like, it just didn't feel that real. Like, obviously it felt real, but like, we got a dressing room for the day and we were like, oh. And
we were
purely we got a dressing room and we were like, there's a shower, and it just felt brilliant just to feel like that, like, for the day.
Yeah,
and then
living our diva moment, like, just
we were living our diva moment with homemade sandwiches. Sam, it wasn't that.
They don't need to know that.
Amazing.
This is how, you know, the way they were all describing me earlier. It's just band mum.
Yeah.
I made those sandwiches.
I made those.
I made those sandwiches.
Basically, vocalist and sandwich artist of all over again.
Yes.
New title.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Lead singer / sandwich maker.
But yeah, like, it didn't really feel real, and then all of a sudden, obviously one of the tech guys was like, right, we're live in like 5, 4. We were all like,
oh god.
Oh no. But it was so much fun. It was so much fun. And then we got to perform kind of again, not as a live stream, but more like so that we can get stuff recorded for mine and Sam's like final performance kind of stuff. We got to perform to a few more people then, like more students that were behind the scenes of it, doing the tech and things like that. And it was so much fun to be on a proper stage and just like jamming as hard as we possibly could. We gave it some welly, and it was
we did.
so fun to actually play together, not in a rehearsal room. Even if it was to cameras, it was something.
Even so, just like getting on the stage again with these three, for me, just like a release. I've not done. It's the first time I've done it myself in nearly 2 years, and it's just like everything all that sort of frustration, like lockdown stuff, just went bang, gone. As soon as I got on that stage and played through them songs, it was absolutely amazing. It's really good fun.
For song Dangerous is it's fast, and I realized after like one playthrough, I'm like, I need to work out more.
Oh
god, yeah.
I was like, I'm out of shape.
Like, we're on this like it's on this massive stage. There's a giant like LCD video wall like behind us, all these lights. This video wall was like probably like a few inches away from my back. Oh my god, I have never well, maybe today is an exception, but I have never sweat so much in my life doing anything.
Burning a lot of calories that day.
Oh, yeah. So hot.
Just purely from the amount of lights that were on us.
So many lights. So many lights.
With regards to the with regards to the EP, so firstly, I want to just say to everybody who's watching at home or listening to this, please can you just put into the comments what your favorite song is on the EP, and we can obviously discuss that. So flood the comments with your favorite EP, please.
Cool.
Also, for you guys, what I wanted to talk about with the EP is how has the response been from your followers, from your fans, from your listeners? What has the response been about the EP?
Insane.
Positive.
Yeah.
Mental. Really positive.
Yeah.
For what we'd expect, like we did want it to go well, and like there's always that worry that you're gonna let this little baby EP out, and everyone's just gonna be like, like it gets like a couple views. But at least our friends are very, very supportive, and even beyond that, like we just saw the views rack it up, and we were like, oh, people like this.
Yeah.
Are we good at what we do? At least maybe.
Are we
literally though? That's kind of how it went. Like we all looked at the Spotify for artists, like purely the Spotify, and not even everything else. Yeah. And compared to Fire and Breathe Me In that we'd put out before, they'd only racked up, I think, between 1,000 and 2,000 streams each. But this EP has got 5,000 in a month.
Wow.
And when we looked at it, we were like, what? What? And every time I've been on, like, you can see if people are listening, and every time I've been on, there's been at least one person listening, and it made my day every time.
Yeah, it's nice.
That's mental. So we've had a couple of comments that have come through, so we're going to go and have a look at those. Guys, if you have got your favourite song from the EP, then please pop that into the comments as well so we can discuss it. The first one, well, there's two. Wendy Lee and Kaylee Harrison have both said Lie.
They're right. They're right.
They would be correct.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that's yours as well.
Yeah.
All of our,
Okay, so let's talk about Lie. What is the song about? What was the inspiration? Let's bear all.
Very much breakup song.
Yeah.
The heaviest way. Yeah. It's very much about someone who would like. It's definitely about a toxic relationship, like most breakup songs, and about someone who would never like tell you the truth, lie, that would go behind your back, and it's kind of a motivational song in a way, because when it gets to like the second verse, it's more about like thinking back to the relationship and that your friends were right for telling you not to forgive this person so many times or give them this many chances. And then by the end, it's like a really like somber, like a goodbye, like, you know, this is over and I don't want to talk to you, basically.
Yeah. We all pitched in with the lyrics for that one. Like, that wasn't just one of us wrote it. It was all of us were like, let's just release some emotions here.
Mm-hmm. That's probably the most like cathartic one to play live. Easily as well.
100%. Absolutely. And that one was one, like, when we were recording it, obviously we were recording it in lockdown, so we were having to do it over like the internet and through plugins and stuff in Logic. And when we were doing it, we were all just giving it our absolute all. Obviously we do that with all of them, but this one was like the one where I think we all felt the most emotion behind it. And it was the one that kind of just flew out of all of us in terms of performing.
So much more like in recording, like usually we demo stuff out really like meticulously before we even think about being like, right, we're ready to release this, which we're done with we're done with Lie as well. We thought, oh, this song's done, it's perfect, absolute like 10 out of 10 track. And then like every time we'd go to like record a new instrument, one of us would be like, what if we just did this? Or what if, like, do you think you could? And it's so much more. You ever thought like there's Grace's high notes in there? They just happened once, and it was like
there were like a couple specific moments. One is that Sam will remember, like, this was like years ago.
Oh mate, yeah, I know you're gonna tell.
Yeah, and I like my guitar solos. Okay, I don't like to do too much because I feel like it's got to have the feeling behind it, you know. And then I played like that ending part in one take, like demoed, just went through it and noodled, and I was like, I don't want to change any of it. Like I re-recorded it and everything, but I was like, no, like it's got all the emotion behind it.
We had a really tough day as well that day. Like, I think it was the three of us before Alex and Grace were in the band. It was myself and Ashton and the old singer. I think my girlfriend at the time was there, and we just had like an absolute day just smashing out recordings. It was really hot like it is today. I think we just sort of got to like a point where we were just pissed off with each other. I think we'd all just kind of had a bit of an argument. I went inside to cool off, like just left them to it. And you know, from what I was like told from my girlfriend, like later on that evening, she was like, Ashton, just bust that solo out, and I just started crying. There's just so much emotion in it, and she's like, and I don't know why. It just, and when the EP came out, you know, we're not together anymore, we're still mates. The EP came out, she listened to it and goes, it still got me. Like, it still had that same emotion, and I think that's a real testament to Ashton's playing, to be able to keep that emotion there. Like, 3 years on from like when he initially first put it down. And yeah, that solo has not changed like a note. It has been the same since that, just off the cuff.
But it was just like that solo, and then when we were recording it, Grace did a little like vocal booth made of like bed sheets. Amazing.
I made myself a fort.
I was like,
out of quilt.
so there's like a build up, and I was like, I kind of want you to do this into the build up, and then the solo comes in. And I think the first time, like, we didn't communicate it well, and then Grace did like a high note during the solo. I was like, I like that. But then Grace also did the build up, so it's got like the build up and then the high note, and I'm like, this is perfect. Like, I love moments.
Well, it was
like
when
that.
you just went, do you think you can just do something like spicy?
Yeah,
and I was like, spicy.
We're really professional. We know exactly what we want from one another.
He was like,
Yeah.
but I knew exactly what he meant, so it was fine.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
he was like, do you think you could just add a little bit of like to it? And I'd had a singing lesson that morning, and for some, I felt like that
Salt Bay.
Salt Bay. And I'd had a singing lesson that morning, and for some reason I was just like proper feeling it. And then Ash was like, just do this, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it, absolutely go for it. And then that like high note in the bridge just like flew out, and then I pressed pause recording because that was the only bit I needed to do, and Ash was just sat there like,
yeah, I was like,
he's like that.
Can you do that again?
I was like,
no. It was so
I did do it again, but
Oh no,
he
you
was
do it
just
every
like,
time. It's mad.
he's like, how did
Even live.
that come out of your face?
I think that song holds a lot of weight with us, which is why, like, we absolutely will love them all, and like playing them all live is really fun. We want to play them in front of people, see how they react. I want people to mosh to Dangerous. I just want to see it once. I want to see people throw people about. I don't want to be a part of it because I'm too small. But
You're fragile and important now.
yeah,
Can't break him.
Dangerous was the second one as well. So Alex and Chloe both said Dangerous.
Okay.
So what,
Alex, I'm not
tell me a little bit
surprised.
about Dangerous.
It's our oldest song. It's like the first one we wrote. Back, oh god, 5 years ago. Probably.
Wow.
Just in practice, it was just sort of came. I mean, we had other songs before that, but they weren't good.
I did a big part in the lyrics in that one.
Yeah, I think that pretty much like all the lyrics were you, weren't they, in that one? And then
I was really proud of it.
Contribution from them.
Yeah. It's very much a gym playlist song. If you need a gym playlist.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a workout song, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a song that I curse my younger self for the drum parts that I wrote on that. Because, I mean, I'm 24, I'm not old, but like 18-year-old Sam was on some other level. Like, what were you doing, mate? Please. And how did you get on fit?
That's brilliant. And so you've just released the EP. Obviously, that's going really, really well for you. We're hopefully going to look and see you next time on the stage in front of people, moshing out to Dangerous or singing their arts along with Lie. What's next for you guys? What's coming up? Is there anything that you can tell us at all?
What's next for us?
I mean, I suppose it is just keep your eyes peeled for when we drop the EP show we recorded last week. And we have been working on some new material. We're kind of toying with the idea of doing like a reimagined version of the EP, which I don't want to like confidently say it's going to happen, but I'm like 80% sure. Like we've got 3 songs like nearly there.
I mean, if people would want a Dangerous acoustic, just let us know.
If people want a Dangerous acoustic, it's not like we recorded one yesterday or anything. God, no. Couldn't be us.
We have like a floor trove of ideas built up.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. Wardrobe of ideas.
But we're waiting. Like the thing is, being in a band is like we're waiting to like release the stuff. So like people might see our page and be like, "Oh, they're not really doing much," but behind the scenes, we're like building all this stuff up, and then we're just gonna throw it at everyone and be like, "There you go, new music, live show."
We definitely have stuff. There's definitely stuff, and we can't tell you too much now, but keep your eyes peeled on the socials, and as soon as we have anything, you'll know about it 100%, because we cannot help ourselves but to leak stuff, because we're terrible people at keeping our secrets in.
With regards to other people or other bands or people who have just got together or whatever, because obviously lockdown has brought a lot of people together and made people work together where they never necessarily thought that they would do, or giving people that creativity to kind of go, well, I'm going to do something on my own now, or I'm going to pursue this because this is what I've been really wanting to do. So like me, for example, with Spill It, it was something that I always wanted to do, but lockdown gave me that kick up the backside to go, I've got the time, I've got the tech, I've got everything behind it, let's just do it. And I'm wondering if you can give anybody any advice out there who maybe have just maybe losing their way slightly, maybe have just got together, but obviously with lockdown restrictions and things like that, just any inspirational messages for anybody out there who, is part of this industry and is maybe struggling a little bit.
I mean, we talked about it quite, like, I know I did a lot on the last podcast, and I'll say the same advice again, and it will probably be verbatim because I believe it that much, is that, if you want to do something, stick to it, and eventually, your own passion, when it's poured into something, will resonate with somebody. Like, we're all very individual people, but we have the same, emotions to our core. And with music stuff, when we first started off recording, we just recorded on really cheap gear, like just on like with the stuff we had, and sort of just built up and built up and built up. And now here we are putting out an EP. It's taken 4 or 5 years, but it's got there. And I have no doubt that anybody else could do it too. I know, like, there's so many people that will sit there and say, "No, you can't," because it's happened to all of us. Or I can imagine everybody watching right now has had somebody say, "No, you can't do that." Yeah, you can.
You can do anything.
They're just jealous because you're doing something they don't want to, or like they couldn't. Like, man, just if someone's giving you shit for pursuing something you want to do, just can start off, mate. Not worth your time.
No.
I get really heated about it. I get so heated about it.
It's true though. Like, build up the skills to do what you want to do. Like, you only get one life, or like so they say. So like, build up the skills to do the thing you want to do, if you know what you want to do, and then when the opportunity comes, you can grab it and leave whatever crappy job you're sucked into, and leave all those people that are going to doubt you behind, because that's all they'll ever do.
You just need to, exactly that. Just like Alex just said, just don't give up, and don't give up on each other. I think is the most important thing, is making sure that, especially if you are working with other people, that you make sure that you are there for one another, because sometimes it's going to be where you feel like you're on your own, even if you're in a room full of people, or you might feel like you're not doing enough when you are. And it's just, you need to make sure that you are a good support system for your friends, and that they are a good support system for you as well. Making sure that you pick the right people to have around. And I think we've done that quite well.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We have
100%.
Yeah, definitely.
I heard from obviously what you've just said there, it just reminded me of something that I heard the other day from Billie Eilish. Actually, massice fan of Billie Eilish. I am.
So are we.
So are we.
She's amazing. She's amazing. But anyway, so she said something. I watched a video the other day of her saying something, and what you guys have just said, it really, really resonates well with that. So she said basically, everybody dies. So it was something like along the lines of everybody dies. Everybody's so you can either look at it as I'm going to worry about this and I'm going to worry about doing that, or I'm going to worry about what this person says or whatever. Or you can just remember that everybody dies, so nothing matters at all. So it means that whatever you put on this earth, you can experience it now, and whatever anybody says about it doesn't matter because everybody's going to die anyway. And then at some point in the future, you'll be forgotten. So it doesn't matter. And even though it's like a real, like, and we, you know, everybody who knows Billie Eilish knows that she's a very bleak person anyway. But I think just looking at something like that, actually, if you think about it in a more positive way, actually, it's very, very true.
It's more
It doesn't matter
positive.
what you put out on there. Like whatever you put out there, it doesn't matter. It's for you. It's for your benefit. And as Sam said, sod everybody else. It doesn't matter what they think. Do they pay your bills? No, they don't. So pay them no matter.
Get an existential on a Wednesday, Jesus.
Yeah.
That's what life is now with lockdown.
It is. It is.
It's all right. After this, we're all just going to go and have an existential crisis. That's fine.
I'm gonna have a first.
Yeah, probably.
I'm going to have to go out on a walk and find my center and everything. Like,
Have to meditate
I am
for a bit
here.
later.
I am here. I am one with the earth. And I exist. So, where can people find you to get in touch, to listen to your EP, to listen to any of the other things that you've released? Where can people find you?
Go on, Grace.
Oh, me.
Great.
So not going to be there. So I think on all of our socials, it is just All Over Again UK. And you'll see the lovely little banner with all of our little cartoon faces, which look something like this.
These.
Oh yeah, I've got
Something like these. These little badges.
Well, look,
I cannot.
mine's
This
a
is
little-
everything's mirrored. I'm so disorientated. These.
Mine's a little off brand right now, but
And then these.
Yeah.
You'll find these on there, and then
Yeah.
you'll know that it's us.
Let's have a look at them again.
Oh no, I'm front center.
Exactly.
Bingo.
There we
There's
go.
Alex and Ashton, and then we have me and Sam.
Nice.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
And those are for sale.
And where can people buy them?
DM us.
If you literally just drop us a message, we're happy to obviously just like take payments through PayPal or whatever. Can just pop a note on there with addresses and such. It's me that sends them all out, and I promise I'm not going to come stalk you. I'll just send you some badges and a nice little note.
Yeah.
Also, we're gonna have to have a chat after the show actually with regards to merch. I feel a collaboration that is needed from something that maybe or may not have happened earlier, which we'll talk about after the show, which will be absolutely epic. But yeah, so where can people now stream your EP?
Absolutely everywhere. Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah, what's left for us? Question mark.
Again, the profile photo on the stuff like Spotify and Apple and all that, it's the same like three little faces.
Yeah.
Alternately, the links are all over our social medias because we are very shameless in our self-promotion.
You gotta be.
Yeah.
Plug.
Oh yeah. Plug
Plug
the shit out of
the
your shit.
shit out of your shit.
There we go.
And you've got
We've
it. You've
used
got
that
it.
so much since we last came on, by the way.
Oh really?
So-
Have you?
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
It's
Hello.
circled around uni. And everyone's all on it.
You taught us the ways, Marcus.
You taught us the ways.
Love it. Absolutely love it. At least my legacy lives on like that. I have added my stamp to the world. And
We may all die, but people will still plug the shit out of their shit.
Yeah,
and that is what
exactly.
matters.
I really want to get that on a t-shirt. Just
just plug.
deadpan.
Some of you may die.
Love it. We'll definitely sort some stuff because I've got some ideas brewing. But let's move on to our final thoughts for this evening. So obviously this show is about inspirational people sharing inspirational stories, and I'm just wondering if you've got some final thoughts that may inspire some people at home listening or watching this.
I think it kind of goes along with what we were just saying. Like, if you have something you want to do, that isn't your crappy job, hold on to it like forever, because one day you're gonna die. Like, hold on to it until your final days is my advice, and just keep pushing towards it no matter what, if you can, or just maneuver some things in your life so you can make that dream happen. I know it's cheesy, but it's true. It's the only way.
Absolutely. I saw I know that last time my quote was from Winnie the Pooh, but this time I found one from Dr. Seuss.
Nice.
And I found one that I saw it the other day. It was written on something in like a little trinket shop, and I loved it. And it was like it said, sometimes you'll never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. And I think that fit really well with what we were talking about before, of just, it doesn't matter if you do something and it goes wrong, because we are all going to die anyway. But as long as you live in your moment and you live in it and you actually value it and you cherish it and you don't spend the time worrying about other things, you just live in it and you do what you want to do, you do what you need to do, and you get through it. And like I was saying before, I think just finding the right people to go along that way with you is so important, and having the people around you that value you and make it so that you make memories and you do live in the moment and you have a good time while you are here. I think that's massively important. And that you just spread but that you just you spread as much love and kindness as possible, because I can't be arsed with arguments and confrontation and stuff. If it's not a life and death situation, I can't be arsed with it. There's no point. We're all going to die, and you don't know when.
Praise
when. Praise Billy. We are all going to die. If you don't know when it's going to happen, don't spend your life being negative.
Yeah, enjoy every moment
because you will have wasted it, and you won't have any of the memories. If you live in it and you spread your kindness and your love and compassion and happiness to other people, you will get it back. Put good out into the universe and it will come back to you.
Definitely.
Yeah. I think definitely things said, like I said earlier, don't give up, don't give in. And something else, quite a big thing I've found of, is never be afraid to ask for help. Because there's always somebody out there that's going to be willing to help you. Always. You just got to ask, and if whatever happens, there will be at least one person that will help you out if you ask them. So that'd be what I'd say, my advice.
Love it.
Yeah, I think just taking things in your stride a bit. We've talked so much about putting stuff out there and living your best life and all that. I make a twat of myself at least 6 times a day.
At least.
At least.
Yeah. That's a minimum.
That's an
absolute minimum. And that's before breakfast. Like, man, I'm all over it. I wake up the next morning, I'm like, I don't care. Laugh at me. I don't care anymore. I used to care so much about what people thought, and I felt so just crap all the time. I give so little shits as to what people think about me nowadays. I feel so much better about it. Genuinely, I think I'm currently in the best headspace I've been in absolutely years. And I think it's fully just come down to the fact I don't care what people say about me behind my back anymore. If someone wants to say anything about me, I'd rather say it to my face, so I can tell them to sack off. Just go away. Because it's not. Yeah, honestly, it ain't worth. I'm good. Just take it on the chin. Just take it on the chin. Massive chin. Just take it on it.
It's definitely not worth it. As I said before, if they don't pay your bills, pay them no mind. Done.
Yeah.
That's the be all and end all. Okay. Snap that. Move on. I mean, going on from what Sam said as well. Don't caring what people think. I mean, I do not care what people think of me. It's been many, many years since I gave an actual shit about what people think of me. As I said at the top of this episode, I literally bought a crown to wear as a fashion statement because I wanted to wear a crown. I was like, you know what? I want to wear that crown. I bought it, I wear it, and I do not care. I walk out the street and people are like, oh my God, what's that? And then I'm like, I don't care. Like, I genuinely do not care. When the moment that you stop caring is when you can actually start living. So there you go.
Definitely.
Praise Billy. Okay, moving on as well. Now, the format has been exactly the same. At the end of every show, I give my guests the opportunity to give a quote, and it can be something that they stand by, live by. It could be something that they've made up that they just really like, or it could be something that they've heard and they think, that's me. And I'm just wondering if you have got a quote for us today.
Yeah. Alex.
We do. Go on, what is it?
Do it.
Do the thing.
Right. Our quote is, just one spark can start a fire.
To quote ourselves or anything like that.
To quote yourselves.
I can't
Absolutely love it.
take
Every
myself
time
seriously.
Before we played live, Alex would turn to me and be like, "This is the part where Grace tells us what stars fires." And I don't know why it sends me.
Yeah,
I do
it does.
every time.
Every single time. He's like, Grace, how do you start a fire again?
Give us a lesson in arson, please.
Yeah.
Oh no, nobody, no. Don't condone that, but
No.
Metaphorically.
Disclaimer all over again does not condone arson.
All over again, doesn't
Disclaimer.
play with fire.
Disclaimer. Please do not try this at home.
Disclaimer, though one spark can actually start a fire, we do not recommend it.
Disclaimer, it literally will start a fire.
I think
Well,
for us,
to be fair,
that's become so much more than just a line as well. It's become so much like more than just a line in a song. You know, it's the opener to that song, and I think that song is what really like sparked the new push on the EP. I've just read that, Alex.
I've just read that as well. Singer, sandwich maker, quiet.
I've lost the train of thought completely. That's it. That song just really like brought us into like the new era all over again.
Fire safety. And St. Marcus, he is gone.
That's our brand out.
The spark that sort of like kicked us into gear and really like kicked us to be what we are now. I'm trying to be serious and I can't. He's in the room next to me right now. After this episode's finished, I'm gonna go smack it. I'm not actually.
No, you're all right though.
I'll have a stern talking to him. How about that?
It's kind of like a statement. Like now, it's like one spark can you do the thing you want to do. You chuck it out there, and you never know what's around the corner. You know,
You never know what's gonna catch.
yeah.
It's like I can remember
I love it.
sitting in Sam's little tiny uni flat in Nottingham, and whilst we were just sort of starting to record the basics of this song, I can remember turning to Grace or Ashton and said, "This song is going to be a hit." You know, you hear something, you just feel it, and that's what that song became. So what is now what the band's evolved into, and it's our future. And it's like I say, it's sparked off what's going to be hopefully an inferno for us.
Yeah.
Amazing. Right. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show again. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you on, and I wish you all the best. Thank you for everything that you've said, all your inspirational messages, your motivational message as well, and obviously that quote. And you are free to say your goodbyes.
I don't want to. I like it here.
Right. People are nice here.
I know the sentiment's shared right back at you though,
Well,
Marcus. We love being here. It's really nice. It's
Thank you
good.
for bringing us back.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us again.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the thing is that you are the only guest that we've had on twice. So
Really,
you know,
Special.
Wow.
yeah, you are the only guest that I've ever had on the show twice.
oh
So
my god,
feel free to come back anytime again in the future. It
All
can
over
be like
again,
a little
again,
spilly. Again.
Oh my God.
But it'll be good to just keep up with your journey and just see like where it all ends up. It'll be absolutely epic to follow that journey as well. So yeah, you are welcome back at any time. As Chloe said in the comments there, yeah, hopefully there will be another all over again, yes again.
Is this going to be the
Yeah.
the Billie Eilish like yearly review thing? Is this going to be our one?
That would be so fun.
That'd be great.
Like, yes.
You've,
Yes.
right,
I think we've cracked it there, Marcus.
You've said
This needs
Marcus.
to happen now.
Again, yes, again, for real. Again.
Yes, again. Really,
I'm really
again,
sick of
yes.
it now.
Again.
It's going to be our Vanity Fair, and I'm
Yeah.
all on board for that, by the way.
We're gonna look back and be like, why
I see
did
the
they
cogs
say
turning
that?
in Marcus's head, and I'm living for
They
it.
are. They're going. I've already got like a
They're
million
going
ideas
lightning
already. But yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll definitely have a chat. We'll definitely have a catch up as well. And it'd be really, really good to see your journey. So you are welcome back at any point in the future again and again
Thank you very
and
much.
again. Thank you so much. You can say your goodbyes to the audience.
Lovely. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for coming. You're all so nice.
We've been all over again.
Again.
Goodbye. Wow. Again. Wow. That was amazing. What a great episode it was. It was amazing to see them again. That's gonna be something I'm gonna keep saying now over and over again and again and again. But yes, what an amazing guest. What an amazing guest. That doesn't make sense. That's incorrect English. Let me start that again. What an amazing episode with some amazing guests. I'm sure that you'll agree as well. They were fab. They were absolutely fab. It would be great to see them come back on the show again and again and again. Next week, we have a very special episode because we have got Bobby Hedglin Taylor coming into the Spill It studio to talk about things his mama says. Bobby has worked on and off Broadway on rock gigs and more. He's a multi. I can't remember the term. He's a multi-talented artist. He has fingers in all the pies, and he will be coming on the show to talk about his latest book releases, using quotes from his mum, who sadly passed away, as a way for him to remember her and put her words of wisdom into a book for all. And he'll be on the show next week. My name is Marcus Wright, and when you are wanting more information on me, you wanting to get in touch with me, or you wanting to get in touch with all of my guests or see upcoming episodes, you can head over to the Spill It website at www.spillit.uk, where you can also support me by buying merch. Look, I'm wearing a Spill It hoodie. You can buy these Spill It hoodies. You can also buy Spill It beanie hats, Spill It t-shirts, and there will be more. You can head over to the Spill It website and buy the merch from there. You can also join the official Spill It Patreon and become a Patreon supporter by donating as little as £2 per month, and you will get some Spill It extras, including some Spill It merchandise. So make sure that you head over to the Spill It website and support me that way. You can also support me by two other ways as well. Inviting people into the Spill It community, whether you're watching this via Facebook, just invite some people over to the Spill It community, get them involved, Let's grow the family. Let's grow the teacups, as I say. And also, you can leave me a review. If you're listening to this via Facebook or Apple Podcasts, you can also leave me a review. That will let other people know what you think of the show. If you didn't like the show, don't leave a review. Just, don't do it. If you did like the show, though, 5 stars, please. 5 stars. That would be absolutely epic. But obviously, and I'm going to say it one last time, the main way that you can support me currently is by voting for me. If you head over to the Spill It website, www.spillit.uk, you'll be able to vote for me to be the positive role model of 2021 at the National Diversity Awards ceremony on the 4th of February 2022. Voting ends this Friday. Please, if you can spare 2 minutes of your life, of your 24 hours that you get in a day, head over to my website and vote for me. It would mean the absolute world to me. Whew, and that's it. Well, thank you, every single person who has joined in with this conversation this evening, who has shared, who has liked, who has commented, and every single person who obviously in the future is going to vote for me by Friday. But thank you so much for watching. It has meant the absolute world. And until we Spill It Again is bye for now.
Thank you so much for watching this week's episode of Spill It. If you haven't subscribed yet, now is the perfect time to do so. Spill It goes live every week on Wednesday at 7 p.m. on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And a special thank you to these amazing teacups.